So that's it. That is your lick for this week. It's a change from the last ones, in the sense of we're not really basing everything on that sort of funky rhythm side of things now. This is actually the lead side of things over a track which was written for the Patreon Jam Zone tier. So if you want that, then please visit the Jam Zone tier on the Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Dan's page. There you go, linked up there and down below. If you want the tab for this lesson, then please do visit the website, which is dansguitar.com, and you'll find that on the lessons and downloads section, or under the Lick Friday section, more likely. Sorry, got that wrong. So the lick itself, it's all based around C, so you can use C minor pentatonic, or you can use C Dorian mode, which you're adding in basically, if I do it in the key of C, these notes here on the 10th fret. So instead of using the natural minor where you're using the 9th fret, you're going to be using the 10th fret on that second string instead. Just one little tip. There you go. That's something extra for you. Whee! So yeah, that's basically all there is to say about it. I'm not going to ramble on too much about this because it speaks for itself. But there is a small version of the jamming track coming up at the end of this video. If you do want the full track, then as I said earlier, visit the Patreon page. If you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell button. That all helps push this channel along. And please tag hashtag Lick Friday in your social media post as well, with this video attached if you possibly can. That is it. I'm going to leave you now with a breakdown. So there's a tricky bit in this, obviously, so as you heard right at the beginning, but in short, it's based around the pentatonic and the blues scale, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary as far as that's concerned. But you're starting with that little section, which you've got muted notes, and it's all to do with your right hand digging into the notes to make them pop out. Now really, I probably should be using a Strat for this, but hey, this is what was available to me at my left hand side, so that's what I'm using. So getting the punch on that double stop of the 8th fret, 2nd string, 8th fret, 3rd string. So you've got a down up of a muted, it's dampened all the strings basically, so a chop, percussive chop. And then you've got two more, and then it's an up strike. So you've got down, up, down, stab, up, down, up, stab. And then down again. And you're going to slightly blues curl that double stop to the 10th fret on the 4th string. So that's your first part of your lick. Then you end up with, then you end up with this. So a lick you wouldn't normally think of using, I don't think, on its own, but in context with the rest of the lick it works quite well. So you've got this quick slide up to the 11, back down to the 10, and then pulling off to the 8. So that little section there, and that's a nice technique to get used to, which is basically just slide up, come down, pull off, all on that 3rd string. So that's 10, 11, 10, 8. Then 10, 8 again, or pick and pull off. You've got a slide from the 10 to the 12, to the 11 on the 2nd, slightly blues curl if you want to anyway, and then you've got the 8th fret on that 3rd string with vibrato. Okay, then you've got the same thing again, which I covered a minute ago. Then you've got this section. Now that is not easy, especially at the speed of 100 BPM on the actual piece of music, which is going to be something along the lines of. So not so easy to do, but as a lick in itself, a nice one even at slower speeds. It'll change, the fingering will change as you play around with that as well. It just depends on what you're doing, how fast you're going, how slow you're going, and etc. So that one basically uses the blues scale, which is we've got hammer on all the way through from the 8 to the 11, so, and then it's to the 8 on the 2nd string, back to the 11 on the 3rd string, then to the 8 again on that 2nd string. So Then you've got 11 second string, pull off to the 8, to the 9, to the 10 on the 3rd string. So then you've got a run from the 8 on the 2nd string, coming down the blues scale, so which is the 11 3rd string, 10 3rd string, and then the 8 on that 3rd string. So to the 10 on the 4th string, to the 10 on the 3rd string, and then 8 on that 3rd string as well to finish with. Now that's going to take some practice, so practice that slow, keep it even, and then just enjoy the lick at any speed you can enjoy it at as well. So it doesn't have to be fast, keep it slow, keep it even, and then it will work well for you. Cool, I will leave you with that. It's me again, coming up now. There you go, the end once more. So what's happened in this video is you've ended up learning something which is quite tricky. Now you can play it at any speed, so it doesn't really matter how fast or how slow you end up playing it. The kind of concept of it is the fluency through that blues scale, and especially on that sort of faster run which I played at the end. But it's down to you really to play it at a speed which is comfortable, so don't think you've got to play it at that speed. I know it's tricky, but that's part of the lick that I would normally use. So yeah, the jamming track coming up in just a second, but as I said, the full jamming track is on my Patreon page, patreon.com/Dan's page, linked up there and down below. That's it, so I'm going to leave you now with the jamming track coming up. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, tag me in the social media stuff, and I'll see you next week.